वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Dear brothers and sisters, you know that in my last post on this channel, Uniqueness of Sikhism, I had talked about a very adventurous feat of mountaineering. How the Sikhs had scaled high peaks in all over the world, particularly the Mount Everest, which was for which the first Indian team was led by a Sikh, and the first Indian to climb Everest and hoist the national flag there was also a Sikh. Today I will be talking about an equally adventurous feat, and that is stay in Antarctica. You know that Antarctica is that continent of the world where it is most difficult to live. There is snow all around. Very rare living creatures can be seen. Sunrise is uncertain, and the weather being so cold is unbearable. The only person who have been there were the scientists who were sent by different countries for a purpose of research. Research on human health, research on weather condition, and etc. All these researchers had gone there in an expedition sent by different countries. In this respect also, the Sikhs have not lagged behind. They were part of these expeditions and were daring enough to stay there and participate in the sad search. The people who had to live there must have a sound mind to bear the emotional turmoil caused by the long polar nights and isolation from the world. So, a tough training is also given to them before they go there. It is really wonderful to note that adventurous acts of Sikhs who went there as members of expeditions and from various countries. So, first of all, I will be mentioning that the first expedition which had gone from Australia, in that expedition there was an Indian included in therein, but this team stayed there for a short period. The next expedition went there in 1971. That was a Russian expedition, and in that, Dr. Paramjit Singh Chehra, a Sikh, was also a member of the expedition. They had to stay there for 18 months, and they had to bear the severest of the cold there. So Paramjit Singh Sehra was an active participant in the research and had shown full valor, bravery, and spirit. So the next person which I would like to mention is Dr. Harpreet Chandi. Harpreet Chandi was a doctor in England, and she had gone there as a researcher. She is also known as Polar Preet because she had set up a record there. She had covered 1,130 kilometers as only person. I mean solo traveling for such a long period, and that too in such climatic conditions. It was really a record. Another Sikh, known as named as Bandanji Singh, he had also gone with a foreign team there. He was a good Sikh with turban tied on his head, and he participated with that team in the research work and stayed there, showing the entire energy and interest in that task. Navdeep Singh Brad, another YouTuber, he had also gone there, and his contribution was that while staying there, he had put up a Nishan Sahib in the snow. In 2025, there is one team had gone there, and that team consisted of only six. Some Sikhs were there. In that team, it was a couple, Harpreet Singh Chima and his wife Navneet Kaur Chima. They were from America. So they had gone there and they had climbed that Mount Vinson, a very high peak in Antarctica, and had also put up a Nishan Sahib on the top of this peak. This couple had also climbed various other peaks of the world, including Mount Everest. In 2007, when some Sikhs from Canada and America had gone there as a group. In this group, the IPS Ahuja, his wife from Montreal, and some person from California. They were Dr. Surinder Singh, Sir Baldev Singh, Sir Ajit Pal Singh Sandhu, Sir Gurdeep Singh, Dr. Harjeet Kaur. They were from California. So they had all gone together and reached there by a ship. When they landed in Antarctica, there was a place which was discovered by Brown Bluff, and it was known after his name. So they went there and thought of putting up a Nishan Sahib on a hill, and they also renamed it. It was earlier known after the name of Brown Bluff, but they named it as Jamrod Hill. Jamrod is the name of the fort which was captured by Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So to commemorate that, they named it as Jamrod Hill, and it is since then known accordingly. After this great achievement, the Sikhs had shown that many times they had put up the Nishan Sahib on various places in Antarctica and stayed there for such long periods and participated actively in the research. In the end, I would like to mention the name of Dr. Kamal Wilku, the lady who had gone in the Indian team as a doctor, and she was the only lady in that expedition. And when she went there, she created a record because that team had stayed there for 472 days. A very tough weather was there. In that weather, stay for such a long period was really a great achievement. Dr. Wilku had recorded in his biographical statement that when she was there, so she was required to take care of the health of the other person because she was making research on this aspect, that how does it affect the human beings and the living creatures when they are staying in that climatic condition. So she says that sometimes she also felt very sad and upset because psychologically she felt herself alone. She was the only lady, so it was very difficult to control her emotions being in isolation. Psychological impact which is created by living in such circumstances has also been recorded by her. Anyway, she was successful in completing the expedition and coming back successfully after research on various aspects of the matter. So with all these achievements, I would like to conclude that Sikhs proved that even in such a difficult adventure like that of staying and doing research in Antarctica, they had not lagged behind. And despite the fact that their population is very small in the world, they participated with great vigor and showed their energy, their resilience, and that their capacity to make research on such difficult matters. The scientific aspect of the matter has also been taken care of. I will be continuing this story of adventures in my further talks also. So kindly go on liking these posts and subscribing to our channel, Uniqueness of Sikhism. I shall be grateful. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.